Hi, this is Jane Rosenthal, and you're watching Style Culture News.
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
We'll be fine. In and out. No games.
Now we are going to venture to worlds beyond our own with the Expanse, which is set in a future where humanity has colonized the solar system. So first, I'd love to know, what is your name and what brings you here today to Tribeca Immersive?
My name is Stephan Frost. I am the game director on the Expanse, a Telltale series.
So before we dive into all the unique technology you're using, tell us about the stories that you're bringing to life with the Expanse.
What we're telling in this story is a story about Kamina Drummer, who is a character from the show, The Expanse. We're seeing a drummer that is much more sort of emotional and open than she is really in the show. Really what this story is telling is how she got to the place that she is in the series. And so she's going through a lot of things that really change her emotionally. And we get to make a lot of very tough choices. And we get to see why maybe she's so guarded and why maybe she is as badass as she is in the show, frankly. And this story really tells the experience in a way that allows you to control and make the decisions for Drummer as she's going through it.
Why did you choose to tell the story in this way, and why did you choose these particular technologies to do so?
So the Expanse, being based on a TV show, was something that we wanted to sort of emulate as we were going through. The story and how we were telling it, the motion capture technology allows us to have highly emotional performances. So if you watch The Expanse, it's a character-based show. It's something that we really focus on character storytelling. And the only way that we could have that is have emotional performances that are visible from the actors themselves and translating that to the game. So the motion capture technology is really pivotal to telling a good story in The Expanse.
Now tell me about how you used gravity. I know that zero gravity and the feeling of being in a zero gravity environment is a super important part of this experience. So tell us why that's so important and how you made the feeling of zero gravity in the game.
So there's a few ways we did this, right? There's zero gravity in terms of cinematics. So when we were shooting, we had things like fights in zero G, which is really hard to shoot with realistic gravity that we have here. So we had to do tricky things. Like we figured out that normally you put a grid on the ground in order to motion capture. Well, if we rotate the grid on its side, and then we have somebody lay on their side, like say on a couple slats of wood with some wheels under them, you could push them and it makes it look like they're floating in air. So we can move that sort of grid wherever we want. So if we had a fight scene, we could be laying on our side doing the fights, and then we could simulate this zero gravity by doing that. It's kind of a like old-timey film-making trick that we were sort of utilizing here. That's one way. Another way was when we were figuring out the feel of actually being on the sticks and controlling it. So when we're doing zero gravity that way, we wanted to make sure that we had mag boots, and the mag boots allow us to walk on walls and go upside down, or there isn't really upside down space, but that you could walk on walls in any direction, really. So that was important to us, and we worked on that, and keeping the camera with you as you're doing it to kind of reduce the motion sickness. And then floating in zero G. So making sure that the seamless transition of walking to lifting off had to feel like there wasn't something getting in the way. It was smooth the whole time. And that you could rotate this way, go forward, go back, and then seamlessly land again and keep walking on the ceiling or whatever. And we just did that through a lot of play testing and arguing over what felt good and what didn't, and until we got to a point of where it is now.
So where else besides here at Tribeca Immersive can people experience The Expanse?
Yeah, so July 27th, The Expanse is going to be launching. It will be playable. The first episode will be coming out. Every 2 weeks, we'll have a new episode that's coming out. So think of it like an HBO show that comes out periodically. Every 2 weeks, you're going to be getting a new episode. So stay tuned there. You can check it out July 27th.
Games, just like The Expanse, are really pushing the boundaries of the way that we can experience stories, because we can not only watch them, but really be a part of their unfolding. So I wonder where games will take us to next.